If you're watching this channel, you already know what's up, and if you don't, you're about to. My name's Lee. We're trying to grow this channel, so like this video, comment on this video, subscribe if you want all the latest content, and share this video. Share it with your friends, family, your neighbors, your mailman, or anybody who likes football. But enough of that, let's get to this. So as a Dallas Cowboys fan, the longer I've been a fan, the more sense that I get that we are just not in it to win a Super Bowl. We're just not. The biggest reason that I say that almost always comes back to the same thing, and that is our owner, Jerry Jones. And some of the things that he's been doing just in the last day or two pretty much exemplify that. He did an interview. He came out and said that we are doing a soft rebuild. In no way does rebuild kind of associate itself with Super Bowl. I thought we were all in. I thought we were going all the way, Jerry. It's not the case. I think we all kind of knew that wasn't the case, and he sort of said the quiet part out loud. So what I'd like to do is kind of go over that interview, and let's hear it from the horse's mouth here.
And I was very interested in that conversation because I started looking at kind of some of the signings y'all have. The Cowboys have their quarterback, they have their receiver, they have a couple other things, but they still have some moves to do. And here they are drafting and hoping that in a couple of years those guys are going to be able to be there and be there for it. I'm kind of curious what a rebuild actually looks like in your mind, and if you think the Cowboys are in the middle of something like a soft rebuild, because y'all do have a lot of youth, but a lot of veterans to go along with it as well.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. You're right on it. How do you sustain competitiveness in this system? How do you sustain it? And then how do you have a chance? You're up, quote, up around the rim. How do you have a chance to get in the big game and win it with the Super Bowl? It's a different stroke if you're dealing and building around a top-tier quarterback. And that's the way that we are. And you've got to really work that problem hard with draft and with young players. So that when you see games come up that you're counting on young players, you know that that's going to be an opportunity to test the system, so to speak, test us out. And we've got to be able to have some success with young players, just like this weekend. And with the way that we're trying to sustain a chance to go to the Super Bowl with the system that we're in, and I'm all for it, is what you're seeing us do in my mind. And you've got to, I'm gonna quit singing the blues about everybody when I'm saying, look, we're short of space, we're short of space. But there's no need of talking about it, just that when you don't see it, there's an old country song that says, baby, when that phone's not ringing, that's me calling. And that's a little bit of what's going on here, and I can't make any sense of that either, but that was the name of the song.
Got a couple of good laughs there. Well, I guess that's another part of it, too, because, we discussed thoroughly a couple days Davante Adams, and we were kind of going through the money, and somebody said, look, that money is earmarked for somebody else. Is that the way you look at it, too? Is you're like, look, I'm in this window where I'm trying to build. I can't go too far out of it to make a move like that? Or are those moves intrigue and interest you all the time?
All fungible. It's very fungible. The word is, no, it's not specifically for a player that you see in the future. It's just that when you leave the room and you don't flip the light out, and the only ones benefiting from the light in the room are mice or flies, why not flip the light out? And you save it for another day. You know you're going to have it. The idea is, how do you get up every day and really watch what you're doing, although your bank account is full? It's because you know that apart from that bank account, you've got all these other things that need money for. And so it's really not there. You can't use it as though it's there. It's not going to be there. Now that's a fundamental thing that we all live in our lives to work with. But it's that simple. And no, we don't have X earmark that we would be looking at, let's say, bringing on a higher-priced receiver right now. We don't have that money, quote, dollar earmark for Parson or somebody like that. But you know that the facts are that the system is built so that it is a very impactful tool to putting teams to work within the salary cap system. That really is the secret to what makes our game so special and competitive. And so the first thing you got to know is when you walk out of the room, turn the lights off. You're going to need that.
What in the hell did that even mean? Does anybody know? What was he talking about? A lot of that was gibberish. A lot of that was, I think he had a stroke mid-interview. I'm not even quite sure what to say about all of this, except for the fact that it reconfirms everything that I felt. We are not really in it to win a Super Bowl. That's all I can conclude from this. I've been a hardcore fan for years. I think just today, Jerry Jones landed his helicopter on the practice field. He interrupted practice to go show off his toy. That really shows like we're trying to win, right? We're running a team so well that we can just interrupt practice by landing a helicopter. It's incredible to me. This is all about money. This is all about staying relevant every single season, no matter what. Hopefully having a winning record, 9-7 is good enough. If we make the playoffs even better, we know we're not going to the Super Bowl. And that's disheartening. Me as a Cowboys fan, we have 5 Super Bowls. I'm 33 years old. I haven't seen an NFC championship game. Not one. So essentially this goes back to what I was talking about with we're not going to go get Devontae Adams. And this is exactly why I thought that we weren't. It's because we're not serious about winning a Super Bowl. We have the cap space. We certainly do. We could go get Hassan Reddick, but we don't. We're not serious about winning. I don't know how else to put it. And I feel like true fans have really been let down by this organization now. When he says, if the phone ain't ringing, that's me calling, that means we ain't trading. We're not going to go get anybody. We are not bolstering this roster. We might miss the playoffs this year because of the injuries to Micah and DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you agree. Smash the like button if you agree. But that's all I got for you today. I don't feel like I'd be a real Cowboys YouTuber if I didn't cover this when it came out. So, thanks for listening. I hope you have a great day. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We got more big things coming soon, so stay tuned, spike that like button, help us grow, and know that this is the show where you go to know more.